Hello everyone, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright's Attorney. We were right in the middle of our investigation of this case, Spies from the Ashes. I apologize again for how I ended the last video. I had to stop because it was already past midnight. And even though I didn't work until 10 a.m. today, I still felt I needed to finish it at that time. Anyway, you're going to keep going here. So it's something new here. Alright, I'm going to go here to visit Meekins. February 23rd, Detention Center, Visitors Room. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Whoa. What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrator against sir. That's what I'd say. Oh. Hi, greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anyone on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Officer Meekins. So you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir. I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report? No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't. Is he? You, Officer Meekins? You didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins, reporting, sir. What? What? No, this is an unexpected turn of events. Well, let's talk to this guy. Sir, I'm a patrolman with the General Affairs, sir. Sir! Ow. I can't hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business to that day, sir, and so I went into the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard in the evidence room? That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Yo. What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blocked out. And when I came to, I was here. In the detention center. Oh, you're out. Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand? Just like Miss Sky? Yeah, another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. We'll do this one first. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, I think you should just confess. But, sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed the knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were... Huh? Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim. On my word, but you happen to be in detention, and alive and well at that. Oh yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had labeled him as a stranger, or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So you didn't know him. Sir, I work in a tiny department, devoid of Wright and all other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Well, let's see what we do to jog his memory. Do you think you're going to take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir. That's it. That's it. That's what? My hand was a blank until this very moment. But, sir, now I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct. That card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing can be more exact, sir. Nothing. I better pry into this one a little deeper. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Oh, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman. A lost little lamb, if you will. Did you just say that? I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card? What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly, he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped him and leaped at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do unto to others? That's, incorrect grammar, first of all. Do unto others before they do unto you. Do unto to others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir. What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Right. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim, whom he met in the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And this body just disappeared from the evidence room. We don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? You still ended up in here? They told me that if I had to be him, sir, on that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. My crime. The crime I swore to step out. It's there. It's me. It's on tape. You waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks, I have my own. I'll guess that we better go check out this crime scene. Whoa. This guy is really hard to do a voice for. Not gonna lie. I'm going to do more of him later on. So... actually, before I do that, I want to present my Toonie's badge. Makins, have a look at this. Go ahead, sir. Laugh. Laugh at me, sir. Huh? I know what you want to say. You're going to tell me how she has one just like it. Me? Why would I? I know, sir. I know. I'm the only one without a girl with matching badges. Nowhere. I'm alone. All alone. Is that so wrong? Life isn't all about high school sweethearts and youthful romance, sir. Is he talking about those badges on a coat? I like to think there is a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. Okay. Well, let's see here. February 23rd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Well, I'm going to point this out right here. The Blue Badger. We actually saw this in the previous case. Well, case number 3, actually. For some reason, this reminds me of Pikachu. I don't know why. Maybe it's the face part. And the fact that it's yellow. Well, this part anyway. That's the only part that really resembles Pikachu in the first place. But when I first saw that, when I played it for the first time, I actually thought it actually was Pikachu. Anyway, just wanted to say that. Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's sitting at the Chief of Detective's desk. It's Police Chief Gant. And you're sure this is all? You know what it means if there's anything missing? Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. Why does it say chief? Isn't he the chief? We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, core pockets, hats, under a seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, into his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal? Yes, sir. Must scour the place again, sir. The Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered. Oh, that's the Chief of Detectives, not... Okay. I was confused. I thought there were 2 police chiefs for some reason. Anyway. Haha. Right on, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Not in February, no. Oh, Chief Gant. Reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Right? Is everyone going to be okay? Oh, were they? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like that Inquisition. Like the Spanish Inquisition? Nobody expects that, right? Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boys since last year. I mean, the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having the top prosecutor sit in the defense seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? Mark Farmer. Allegedly was undefeated in his 40-year career. When in court, he fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. While they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? Anyway. Evidence room incident. It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf too, I mean. They're being prosecuted, I assume? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? No, Righto. I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier? Huh? You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. I'm trying to keep the volume low here. I can turn down on my computer, but when I watch the footage at a later time, the volume is not appear to go down, even when I mute it. I mean, I just muted it just now. I can't hear the music, but you should still be able to hear it. Which is really strange. Oh, took it that later on. Anyway, let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. I think this is the chief of detectives right there. This guy. Sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage from the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. You didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that, just in case. Goodman's lost item report added to the court record. A half-written document dated 2/21 can only be submitted to the chief of police. I should really get back to investigating the police department and crime scene. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought a day would come when Wright would ask me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Now, Wright. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Wright, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me to serve, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead. Investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. It just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you here, you can borrow this. Huh? Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir. It's an honor. You just run along now. Run along and do your best now. Later, folks. It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Yeah, no kidding. Well... Wait a second. I think we need to go there from here. Wait. Oh. The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Ah, the card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, what's made my Bambino's sky so gray? Oh, yeah. Officer Marshall! Why does it have to be him? I don't know why not. That theme song just rocks. This is gotta be one of my favorite character theme songs of the entire game. Has a very Old West theme to it. What's that? Why does it have to be him look for? Wait, I'm using the wrong voice. Let me try that again. What's that? Why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We need to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw! Well, what are you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scenes are waiting. He looks at the card readers on again. While you were here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tinkle you with you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tinkle with us hombres. Can we talk to him? I was wondering if we could talk to you. Sorry, Bambina, but I'm off to roam the land like a tumbleweed on a wide prairie. With a gun saying a loading and 6-shooter, I say a little prayer. What was that all about, Mr. Wright? I think he was just too hungry to talk. You're just saying that because his stomach was growling. You have no idea what he was talking about either. Well, in any case, we need to get cracking on this investigation pronto. I think we're supposed to present that steak lunch to him. Then maybe he'll talk to us. That smell. Ah, reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you were from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Yeah, Miss Star. What's this? What? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch? I see. I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright, Bambina, you win. Ask me anything. Snack. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Oh man, I just can't get over how awesome the music is. Anyway, Mr. Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. That poor little doggy? Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't in your station. Maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, I might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There was no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take it to machines much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Marshall. Miss Stone told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide girl on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SO9 incident with Miss Stone, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There were some things you were better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, the case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago. The day of the case. That's right. The evidence transfers. Edward was talking about that. The transfers too. And I want maybe 2 of the machines here and here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. The security guard, and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the ID card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. So this is the ID card record. Hey, hasn't it somewhere before? Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen the number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Yeah, we did see a number there. a little familiar. If you've paid attention, you would have seen it too. Sorry, but can you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep all the evidence from solved cases in this room. They've kept here until under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see now. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SO9 2 days ago. Huh. Well, I want to have to resume this thing. See this? This is the victim's ID card. Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot? The number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Look, the fourth number is a perfect match. It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. Wait, what did Officer Meekin say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show you his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? That is odd. Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. ID card record added to the court record. IDs of all who entered the evidence room on 2/21. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this to other people with IDs here. Anything else? Nope. Well, let's go to the evidence room. Evidence room, Sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This room is more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Whoa. Eek! Whoa! Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So is it true what I heard? Righto, please do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content, desire. Knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So Chief of Police Gant will loan anyone $50? Even me? Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you don't want to have this. Evidence and floor plans added to the court record. The scene of the stabbing of a detective at the PD. Police department. Well, let's see what we can do about talking to him. Boss for a day. So, Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day? That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Who are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again. I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker here too, Detective Gumshoe? Haha, of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? Huh. I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the miss in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The S09 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. This place is more highly tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using the ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Well, I'm on my third card since between the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coated with a fingerprint. So the only locker we can open is our own. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, zap! You get a shock. And that's what happened. My hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Evidence locker added to the court record. Only the assigned detective's prints can unlock it. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Huh. Give him his notes, and had to display knife. But Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the S09 connection. That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there were some loose ends left in that case. Bloody violent case. Violence? So was a murder? A serial killing. A serial killing? We don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake. Mr. Edgeworth built his case on that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? I put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transfer the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So that switchblade knife? The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Wait, I'm sorry, wrong voice. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker room himself? Well... that's the victim Detective Goodman's ID card. These days, everything's called secret numbers. I can never relax. That's only because you always lose your card. I always forget my secret number, too. Scary, huh? My face should be ID enough. What's the world coming to? Detective Good comes true. Rebel against the system. Anything else to talk to him about? Guess not. Take a look at this. This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. Ah, I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here? Whoa! What is it? That second number. It's not your ID number, is it? It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth. What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. Huh? Wait a second. 8730579. At 4:40, roughly half an hour before the murder took place. Also, that third number and fifth number are identical. So somebody came in with Goodman at the exact same time. And he was there just 20 minutes before. Well, 24 minutes, I suppose. And they say this is Edgeworth and 7 sevens, huh? That was about an hour before the murder itself. I wonder who this number is right here on top. What? ID card record updated in the court record. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Oops. Hang on. Look at that. Oh. That. Yeah, it's definitely Bruce Goodman. Ah, that's the update right here. Oh, okay. Hang on, I won't examine that. What's this? Blood. It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. It looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright, what if there are other bloodstains left in the room? We should use her testing fluid to check it out. Look, this is what's open, and the red indicator light above the door is lit. The locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker? Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. You must have taken the contents elsewhere. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from The Case. The Case? Yes, I'm not into that, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SL9 evidence. I wonder what the shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. You want to try to put it back together? Ha! Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours drawing on it before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like at the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Whoa. Okay, there's only these 8 pieces. Can we take this at all? No? Oh! Aha! This kind of thing. piece. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, hang on. Ah. Ah. Okay. Aha. Oh? Huh? I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Were some of the pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I can't understand how it got broken. Unstable jar added to the court record. Jar pieces back together from fragments found in the crime scene. A piece is missing. Well, that took way too long. Let's see here. What is a saw and paint doing here? Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. True art? I noticed that there was blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger? Well, you might see this is my studio. Here? In the evidence room? Our place for a studio? I'm almost in an hour now. It's past 11 p.m. Well, I think I'm almost done. Let's see here. Whoa. Hold on a moment first. I knew it. This is someone's right handprint. What? What? What's the matter, detective? The stalker. It's mine. It's yours? Please. You have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. Don't do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans. I'm counting you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? Who are you're a detective. Must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale pool blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien? This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you should have asked. Reaction here. There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What, this? It's called luminal testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I better jot this down on the floor plans. Can we examine this? Okay. There's something sticking out of here. Looks like a church. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. Here you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of a slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I read the evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks down that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. I bet he doesn't tuck in the shirt under the trench coat either. If you're going to talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. I'm not so sure about the dreams. It won't open. Do you really think it would? Hey pal, our security is high-tech around here. Okay. What's this? Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is. Ah, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. Well, wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Hi, pal. That's a metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out on Gold Lake. Remember? Alright. Well, that's what I was thinking. It was ages ago. And I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a big sweep. That's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy in solving some cases sooner or later. That tube-looking box. You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. What's this? Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner. It looks like a corridor. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away. And that's one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. But him than us. Anything Anything else here? That's the door we just came in through. Looks like you don't need an ID card to get out. I wonder what happened when Officer Marshall cut the power while we were inside. Let's hope he remembers we're in here. Anything else to examine here? If you put these pieces together, it makes a jar. There are two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Two, does it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke. I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar. Scenes we saw earlier. Big one over here, one here, and Gumshoe's locker, and one on this locker over here. But we don't know whose that is right now. Well, we better go talk to Edgeworth. Come on. Oops, wrong one. Oh, here you are. High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. I'm sure it will still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I'll bet that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Did I forget to do something? Edgeworth is supposed to be here. Just over an hour in. There's gonna be some more. There's gonna be missing. Give me a moment real quick, I'll be right back. Okay. Can I have more? No? is something here, so I'm gonna spray everywhere I can. Oops. I did not mean to do that. I'm not actually sure what to do right now. I'm running out of time. Oh. I sort of missed that glove. Someone left a glove here. Only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know. SO9? He does have a tag on it. But we'll go added to the court record. Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm going to go give them my report for the day. It might help, you know. That? Report? You mean the note we've written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure you can use a report like this. I believe in him. You need to examine enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe. I'm off, pal. Later. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. Okay, now we can move to Edgeworth's office. There we go. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Guest. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? There, sitting by the window, a teacup in his hand. Right. He has the hotel bringing him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Oh yes, he brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Okay, let's talk to him. So how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this as not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there was some who believed that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened. They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes. Any further investigation for this case will be directed by the chief of police in Ghent. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why? I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still, wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Let's see here. Oh yeah, we should talk to him about that, this. Because he went into the evidence room at 4:40 p.m. on the day of the murder. Oh, right. I better check this now. As I was saying, what's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Miss Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Ghent, no less. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. A116. Interesting. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief has never wanted to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. Unrelated evidence. Screwdriver added to the court record. Evidence from a past case of Edgeworth's brought back to his office by Ghent's request. Stubborn as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Well, what are we talking about? Hang on. Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea? I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner. Whose side are you on, anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. See, I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident. and some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You were the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. You must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Okay, finally. The S09 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the Deputy Chief of Police at the time, David Gant. That lucky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too, then. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was the Deputy Chief of Police on the investigation? In truth, I used a slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won a guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't... Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I would do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science? Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminal testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints. It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I have no say to this investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprints files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Fingerprint set and fingerprint file received. Recovers fingerprints from the handprints for comparison with fingerprint file. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Well, you're almost done. I believe. Hang on. Okay, move back here. Oh, guard station. Okay. February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. Our investigation turned as up a suspicious handprint. Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different pattern imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. Well, I think this will leave the clearest fingerprint. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? With space. See? Ah, it looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do you do that? With E. Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See? Wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though. It's fine. We won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. I guess I better give it a try. Okay. I'm gonna cover the whole thing in powder. Whoa! Aha! You did it! You found one! But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? It think it means? Wait, it's think it means? That's I think it means. I'm gonna say what it's supposed to say. I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting no time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. It seems like there are other fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Really? Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. I see one here. Alright. That's the same thing we did before. I'm trying to be fast so I can wrap up this video. I'm already at almost an hour and a half. Ah. There's a fingerprint. Okay. Yay, a print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet? This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding the fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess he's right. Look at the fingerprint data we've got from Mr. Edgeworth. Now point out the person you think left these prints. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was? I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? Or in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker? Let's see. Not Gant. Not him. Not Marshall. Not Goodman. Aha! That looks pretty good. Alright. Match found. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess it's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Yeah, like, Coach Z from that one game we did a while back. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Okay, this is where we got a luminal fluid reaction, right? Right, there was a handprint here. Okay, Want to try using this? There we go, ice bucket again. Gotta check footprints. Okay, let's check footprints. That's the spirit. Oh, I have to warn you about something first. What? The area where the blood was bumped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any bits in the area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Will you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Well, that won't do much good. Wait. Okay, let's do this. Ah! Let's see here. This looks promising. Let's compare that. Match found. So is Marshall. Hey, these fingerprints. Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record. Found on a bloody handprint left in the evidence room. The print had been wiped. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. Luminal reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a marked blood stain. Why would Officer Marshall? It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. Oh, to be continued. And that was really long. Now I'm really happy I actually started the recording when I did yesterday. Otherwise, it would have been almost 2 hours long. And I would not have been done until like 3 a.m. Anyway, that's it for this one, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this rather long episode, and next time we will continue the case with day 2 of the trial and day 3 overall. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. I'm going to do this one. Anyway, that's it, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, go ahead and hit that like button, and I will see you all next time at the trial. Take care.